Thanks, Cole. Yes, baseball was able to get another decent weather day yesterday for it only being March and for their third home game of the season.
That's right, Liv, and it definitely was a factor in helping them get their 7th win of the season.
Lucy Roden has more on the 12-8 victory over Northern Illinois at Dwayne Banks Field.
Yesterday, the Hawkeyes defeated Northern Illinois 12-8, led by freshman pitcher Grant Judkins. The Hawks started with Judkins on the mound, and the game got off to a quick start. The Huskies took the early lead with 2 runs in the top of the first, but the Hawkeyes responded with 5 runs in the bottom of the first.
It's going to have a big role with our offense, and as you guys can see, the future is really bright for him down the road, and both on the mound and at the plate.
Judkins' 3 RBIs were tied for most in this game with sophomore Robert Newstrom. 2 of Newstrom's RBIs came in the 6th inning after Iowa had gone scoreless after the first, and Northern Illinois had racked up 4 runs in the 4th and 5th innings. Newstrom's RBIs gave Iowa a 7-6 advantage, which served as the turning point, with Iowa finishing the 6th inning up 9-6.
Whenever you put your team up like that, it always feels really good. And it was even better to see, that we followed back with it. The team kept hitting, and we scored more runs after that. Got us some insurance runs, and they came back and scored 2 more. So it was all really good.
From that point on, it was all Hawkeyes. Iowa scored 7 runs from the 6th inning on compared to Northern Illinois' 2. Head coach Rick Heller was very pleased with his team's ability to stay focused despite the Huskies' run.
I learned that we're continuing to improve and get better. I learned that when things were looking bleak in the middle innings, that nobody pressed. They just stuck with the plan and went out and played, and that's a good sign.
The Hawkeyes will travel to Florida this weekend to compete in the Snowbird Classic. Reporting from Dwayne Banks Field, this has been Lucy Rodine, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The Hawks will compete against Bucknell, Lehigh, and Villanova in their tournament this weekend.
Tomorrow, the men's basketball team is set to take on Indiana in the first round of the Big Ten tournament. Katie Sextro has more on how the Hawks are feeling about their rematch with the Hoosiers.
Iowa will see Indiana for the 2nd time in 2 weeks on Thursday. And the first time the team saw the Hoosiers, they took them into overtime and won by 6. And they know the second time around will not be any easier.
They've had some really good games. They played well against us. For the most part, we got down 17-4. They battled us, got to overtime. We ended up winning in overtime. So obviously, it's a team that has our full attention in terms of what they're capable of doing.
They've been struggling, but I think right now they're kind of clicking too. They're one of the best teams in the Big Ten, despite their record. I mean, they got all the pieces, but they got our full attention, and we got to be ready for them. We just beat them, so they're gonna be hungry and they want revenge. So I hope the guys are ready for it, and coach is gonna get us ready for it. So we're gonna start scouting on them today, and get ready for them.
We're playing one of our best basketball right now. And it's kind of showing after those 2 road wins. We got back after at Penn State here. So like I said, we're playing our best basketball, but we got to realize that everyone's fighting for that chance to get to that next level with the NCAA tournament. So it's going to be a fight right from the start of the game with Indiana, and we know what we need to do. And I think right now we just need to win some games and let that decide how our chances are in the NCAA.
Now, Iowa has definitely peaked when they've needed to, winning 7 of their last 10 games, while Indiana has lost 6 of their last 8. So if they can keep that up, they definitely will have a good shot at winning the Big Ten tournament and then possibly having a bid in the NCAA tournament. Reporting from inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Katie Sextro, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
If Iowa wins tomorrow, they will either play Wisconsin or Maryland in round 2. You can catch their game tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m. on ESPN2.
I'm already getting excited talking about it. March is a fun time for basketball. And in more Iowa basketball news, 4 Hawkeyes were named to Big Ten honors on Monday.
Peter Jock was named first team by both conference head coaches and the media. Nicholas Barrett was voted the Big Ten Sixth Man of the Year by the 14 coaches head coaches, while Jordan Bohannon and Tyler Cook were both voted the Big Ten All-Freshman Team by the coaches.
Very deserved. And Barrett was also named Iowa Men's Basketball Sportsmanship Award recipient. Iowa is the only Big Ten team with 2 players named to the All-Big Ten Freshman Team. This definitely gives the Hawkeyes an extra edge heading into the Big Ten tournament, Charles.
That's right, Liv, and if these guys step up and continue to play the way they've been playing all season, they'll go far in the Big Ten tournament, and it should help them get that possibly the NCAA bid.
Definitely. Moving on to men's tennis, junior left Aris Theodoro has had some amazing accomplishments throughout his years as a Hawkeye and his career as a tennis player.
Theodore and the Hawkeyes will compete in the Big Ten tournament matchup at Nebraska at 6 p.m.
Alexis Davis has more.
Sophomore lefty Theodorou has done some great things from Iowa tennis. Coming from Greece is #1 in the rankings in the nation, and coming to America, still dominating.
I mean, Lefty is obviously an extremely talented player. He's played in the top 3 of our lineup ever since his freshman year. Now, as a junior, he's playing #1 and being able to have a lot of success. So, big piece to our team, obviously, to have a #1 player be able to play at the level he is playing at. Brings good energy, and he was really enjoyed by all the teammates as well.
Lefty exemplifies a true leader because he talks about how he would rather see the team win than just himself individually.
The biggest transition, I think, was going from individual play to college play, because you focus more on the team than yourself. So, for example, like I lost my matches today, but we won as a team. So you look at it from a different perspective, and it's a really big transition to do that.
Theodorou will resume in Big Ten play as he hopes to continue to build his team overall.
At the end of the year, we want to be in the NCAA tournament, and when we get there, we want to be ready for anything.
Lefty and the rest of the Hawkeyes have now entered Big Ten play. This has been Alexis Davis reporting from the tennis courts, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
It's pretty fascinating how he came all the way from Greece to play tennis here at Iowa. Tune in tomorrow for an update on women's softball.
And we'll have a more in-depth preview of Iowa women's basketball and Big Ten tournament. Cole, back to you.